friends, I'm Prasad Amonkar, real estate consultant and real estate coach. For any first time home buyer, a property purchase is a major investment, or for that matter, any purchaser of a second home is also a major investment, or for any investor who wants to invest in a property for a future sale and a future profit margins is also a major investment. So while doing so, while purchasing or before purchasing, whether it is a 5-year-old purchase or a 10-year-old or a 100-year-old, for any such purchases, due diligence is must. So in my previous topics, I had taken you through due diligence when it comes to title of the property, where I had mentioned how one must check the title of a property. So even for apartment, the stages, the phases which I mentioned, right from the title of the land, then the construction phase and post construction phase. So three types of documents. However, doesn't mean that only when the title is clear, now you are done. No. There is one more thing which comes into the picture is what are you buying? You are buying a title clear property, that's absolutely fine. But if the title is clear and you are purchasing a property which is expensive than the market price, then what? How it will impact? It will definitely impact your return on investment in terms of the rent what you get monthly and your future sale. So the return on investment is very essential thing. Now what is that one parameter which is also important while you purchase a property, and that's carpet area, built up area and super built up area. So for example, you go in the market and wants to purchase something. Okay, how do you compare the two products? Suppose you want to purchase a phone, okay, a mobile phone. So you go to two different places. So either you will go to two different retailers. You will compare one particular phone brand with the same brand in another retail outlet. You would not compare two different phones in different outlets. So apple to apple, not apple to orange. Yes. So the comparison goes that way. Now what has happened is, as a new buyer, for example, when you go to purchase a property, you do not understand certain terms. So when I say carpet area, built up area, super built up area, this looks quite confusing to you. And even probably a builder will not explain you fully like what is carpet area, built up area and what's the super built up area. However, now when RERA is come into the picture from, most of the things have become simple, because now builders are giving you the exact information about what they are selling. They are giving you a clear picture: carpet area, built up area and super built up area. So for example, now as a, if you are watching this as an investor or you are watching this as a first home buyer, what is that you must compare? You must compare carpet to carpet, not built up to built up. Or okay, let's say maximum you can compare is built up to built up, because the difference between the carpet area and built up area is somewhere around 10%. So suppose you have 100 square meter, or let's say 1000 square meter as carpet area, then your super built up area would be somewhere around 110 square meter or 1100 square feet approximately. So around 10% of difference. So here you can compare. When it comes to a super built up area, the margin over here goes from 20% to 40%. So here you must know, for a builder, super built up area is basically a sellable area. It's not that he is selling you something in air, but you must know what you're buying. So your comparison between two projects should be based on carpet area and also based on what are the amenities you are getting. Because super built up area is equal to carpet area plus, or built up area plus the common areas. So built up area is basically around 10% of the plus of carpet area, and super built up area will include your common areas. And these common areas are covered common areas. For example, You can say a lift shaft, if there are wider staircases, or if there is a covered terrace, or there's a clubhouse which is covered, there's a gym which is covered, or there's a pool, built up pool, yeah, and that is also covered. So all these common areas, excluding your garden play area and certain things which are not built and it is open, is not considered into super built up area. But there are some builders who would not measure these common areas and proportionately divide it into the uh, members or the unit holders. So you need to check that what is the proportion you are getting from the common areas. Then is it justifiable? You need to ask to your builder, what is the total common area? What's the clubhouse area, what's the pool area, what's the covered terrace area or lift area, or the common areas, the shaft. All these things you need to know. You can ask, and they will definitely provide you information. The developer will definitely provide you information about what is the common areas. So for a unit holder, the common areas are divided amongst all the unit holders. So when you purchase, you are actually purchasing the carpet area plus the common areas proportionately divided amongst the individual flat owners. That is how you compare the different properties. So you do not for example, you are getting an apartment in one complex, let's say 1,000 square feet, and you are getting it at 60 lakh rupees. Now you go to another project, and that particular project is providing you maybe it's a compounded property with a security, the lift, and still parking. That's it. Okay. Now there's another property which is 1,000 square meter, but his carpet area is, let's say, 70 square meter, and the previous apartment, the carpet area was 80 square meter. So that means you are getting a 60 lakh apartment which has a carpet area of 80 lakhs, and the saleable area is 100 square meter. 80 square meter of carpet area and 100 square meter of super built up area or saleable area, without much of amenities, just the security, parking, and lift, and that's it. Maybe a common terrace and a compounded property, of course. But when it comes to another project which is a kind of a complex or a township, they provide you a security, compounded property, of course, the garden area, and not one, maybe two or three if it's a larger land parcel. Then tennis court. Then there could be two or three swimming pools. There would be clubhouse, gymnasium. Of course, the common terraces, maybe a community hall. These are the built ups which is added as a common area and divided among all the unit holders. And in that case, let's say the apartment is 100 square meter and the super built up area is 100 square meter and the carpet area is only 70, and the same apartment you are getting at, let's say, 60 lakhs, or even 65 lakhs, or let's say 70 lakhs. You need to compare these two now based on carpet area and the amenities what you have. You cannot compare only the carpet area to carpet area. Oh, I'm getting 80 lakhs, 80 square meter for 60 lakhs, and here I'm getting 70 square meter for 60 lakhs or 65 lakhs or even to 70 lakhs. For example, you had to build your own house. Will have to spend on doing the clubhouse. You'll have to spend money on pool. You'll have to spend money on garden area. Yes or no? Here you are getting it as a common area, so you are paying a price for it. So that's absolutely fine. So when you are going as a purchaser, a new home buyer or a second home buyer or an investor, your comparison should go on to two parameters. One is carpet area and one is the amenities what you get, and always compare apple to apple. So here when I said you need to compare between these two properties, and these two properties are basically based on carpet area and amenities. Now you compare two properties which are of same level, the similar kind of level. Of course, the first thing will come into picture over here is location, okay, and then rest of the things. One will be location. So you are going to two properties, similar kind of properties, whether standalone apartments building or it could be a complex. but it is in the same location, like kind of a same location. The radius is same. Now you compare it. What you are getting, what are the amenities you are getting, what's the carpet area and super built up area. So compare apple to apple, orange to orange. Don't compare between a standalone building and a complex, because a complex takes care of a lot of things, and of course the maintenance also is very essential part. So every property has their own set of clients, every property has their own set of buyers. So it is absolutely fine. You will get your value over a period of time if you hold on to the property for a good number of years, not just buying and selling like today and tomorrow. So when I always say you need to buy a property, when it comes to title, you need to buy a property as if you can sell it tomorrow. In case of title, due diligence, and you must buy a property as if you are going to hold it for n number of years. That means when it comes to as an investment, buying a property as an investment. So that's it about the carpet area comparison. I will get into the details of how, what is the carpet area, what's a built up area, and what's a super built up area in my next session. Till then, good luck.